So I'm going to talk about this watch today. The reason why I'm going to talk about this watch is because I think it's pretty nippy. I don't know if you've heard about it, seen it, or um, noticed about them, but these watches are going on Amazon for about £25, £25.99. You get £30, you get £40, you get higher ones. But I thought, because of what I want it for, if it doesn't work out and it's not what I expected, basically I've not lost out a lot of money. So I went for the £25 one, and I've got to say, this it's pretty nippy. It's pretty good. This watch tells you your heart, blood pressure. It has Bluetooth. It can receive text messages from your phone, from your apps, and stuff like that. Basically, I got this for my health and everything else, because I want to get back into the gym. If you're a gym person, if you like walking, if you like running or anything like that, this watch is pretty nippy. Now, a lot of people are going to say to me, the readings on them are not perfect. Well, I do agree with you, but on this watch, I tested it today. I received it today. I strapped it to my wrist, and basically, it's tracked my steps, my walking. It's done my blood pressure. It's done my heart rate and everything. And I've got to say, when I got in, and even when I'm just doing the washing and doing the housework, I've got it on me. So I sit down, I put the blood pressure machine on to get a second opinion, and it reads the same what the watch says. But I will agree that third opinion, go to your doctors to make sure if it's correct. Now, at the minute, I do like the watch. Now, let me show you the watch. Now, it is basically, it's all magnet, and it slides off the gap, and it's one big long strap. So like I said, it's magnet, so I do apologise, but it's a nice little watch. Now on the back, it shows you, it does light up sometimes around here. It detects, it goes green or blue depending on what colour you want and what colour you want your watch. These two little metal bits at the bottom is your charger. Now, how that works, let me just go and get the lead for the charger, and I'll show you what I mean. The lead is a USB. It could go to the power supply to the wall or to the computer. This is the adapter, what it looks like. Now, all that does, it's magnet, so wherever you put it make sure it is directly on the metal bits to the metal bit, because it does push it away and stick to other things, because the phone is magnet. But it only goes one way anyway, so there it is. And then all you do then is plug that in, this bit in, to a computer or anything like that. I do apologise if the camera keeps blurring out. You plug that into your computer and it charges it up, and once it's charged up, you'll see it at the bottom right hand side. And it's a nippy little watch. So if I take the charger bit off, throw that away, well, not throw it away, but push it away, it's good. I actually think it's definitely worth it. But like I said, it is magnet, and I have seen some people complain about the straps, heads up, on YouTube, saying that the pins inside that hold the strap are very cheaply made and they can snap easily. But you can go to your local watch shop and they will replace it, or they will basically give you a new one or put better pins in there. But other than that, that's it. But once it's strapped, done. But you get rubber when you buy this watch. You do get a rubber one, or you get one of these. So, but going back to the watch itself now, it's touchscreen. I do apologise. I'm trying to get it pixelated on my phone. But it tells you everything, time, date, everything. The only thing about this watch I don't like is the screensaver keeps cutting out like it is now. There's got to be a settings in there, or on the app that you can make it stay on a little bit longer than what it does. But like I said, it shows you time, date and everything. It does your steps. Now, when you do get this, the numbers will be 0. Because I've had it on all day, and most of the day, should I say, it's reading out what shows what I've done today. There's my heart rate. Now, if I leave that, if the screensaver doesn't cut out, it will buzz. It will go zzz to say it's took a screenshot of your blood pressure when you've stayed still and you're not moving as much. But because I'm talking, it's going up, low, low. There you go, it's just freeze now. So that means it's screenshotted that and sent it to the app. Now, you do get the app on your phone. You definitely need the app because it saves all your logs. It does everything. I think it's nippy. And there's your blood pressure. And it all goes on the app, and then you can save it, take it into your doctor, screenshot it, do whatever you want with it. Now, the reason why I got this is because of I was concerned about my heart and my blood pressure, and I want to start getting back into the gym. So I thought I'd monitor it and see how I get on. It's got stopwatch, it's got messages, everything. Yeah, so basically that's why I got it. So for 25 quid, I thought, you know what, if it doesn't work out and it's all lies and the numbers doesn't match, and you know, people have their opinions saying, yeah, that's not correct, that's false, and you know, it's not reading properly. I thought it was only 25 quid down the drain then. But for 25 quid, it's definitely worth it. It's doing my blood pressure now. It's froze. There it is. That's it. 122,078. So that's screenshotted that now and sent it to my phone. I don't have my phone on me at the minute because I'm recording, and I'm using the phone. So, but it does come up on my notification saying that this app has a screenshot of your heart rate, blood pressure, and all that stuff. It does your steps. The reason why the steps is showing 881 because I've been doing the housework, I've been moving around, I've been walking to the shop, I've been walking back and everything else. So, you know, you can set it up to 1,000 or how many meters you want to do or how many steps you want to do, then it all resets everything. My advice to you is with your heart and your pulse and everything, I have a blood pressure machine, a little heart adapter machine with little pads on it, and I've got to say, for 85% out of 100, this is actually pretty nippy. I should give it more actually, because the readings what I'm showing here shows on my blood pressure machine and on my heart machine. So I know, like it's just froze again. I know that it's showing what the it's showing what the blood pressure machine is showing, like the watch is. Now, my advice to you is still go to a doctor for a third opinion or a second opinion if you don't have a machine like a blood pressure machine separate from the watch itself. But I've got to say, for 25 quid, it's definitely worth it. Not only that, it tells you your time, date, month, year. It does your sleeping pattern. It does your blood pressure. This is your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and everything. So if you want to track the watch, you can use the app or your phone or your device or PC, computer, tablet, whatever, to find and Bluetooth to the watch to get all your logs that are dropped down basically. I think it's worth it, and I thought I'd do a video to let you know. The messages are for like Facebook and all that, so, or text messages. If you had the text messages for your phone or Facebook message or anything like that, and you left your phone in the car, as long as you download the app and activate it through your phone, the phone and the watch to the app, it will detect the phone and the device and app to the watch. So if your phone's in the car or left at work and you go home, or the other way around, you left your phone at home and you got your watch on you, if you had a missed call or a text or anything like that, as long as you've got the app and you've asked it to detect the phone and the watch, it will give you the message. It will send it straight to your phone, and then you could just open it up. But I don't have no messages in there, so it won't open. It's touchscreen as well, like I've been showing you. You could read it on your watch, basically. You could do your timer, you know, stopwatch. So you could do it does a lot. This is to find the trackers and not trackers, but it finds the device you're using, and it finds the phone if it's near. So if you basically download the app, and you've got 6 apps, it will detect it and it will say yes, it can use this for the tracking, to find your results. I don't know what else to say really, but yeah, it does your steps, it does your cal, it does your km, it does sports. So if you're into the gym, running, treadmill, exercising, it tracks it. But it is a nippy little thing. If you go to bed like now and sleep, it will track when you went to bed. It will give you how many hours you slept or how many minutes you slept until you woke back up and stuff like that. It's a pretty nippy little watch, let me put it that way, and it's definitely worth £25 off Amazon. If you're interested, make sure you go and check it out. This is pretty nippy for people like me, with, you know, problems, blood pressure, highness, lowness and stuff like that. People with heart problems, do go and check out this. You could just type that in, do some research yourself on Amazon. It's alright watch, man, but I always go for a second opinion and or a third advice. So basically, if you weren't too sure on the readings you're getting on the watch, you can basically get a blood pressure machine and test it out yourself, or you could basically just go straight to the doctor's or on your next appointment, and you could just go in and ask for a blood test, not a blood test, check your blood pressure and your heart, and see for yourself. Sometimes these can be at fault, sometimes they could be not correct, like most of you will probably say, but the readings I'm getting on here, and that's saving on my app to my phone, it shows on my blood pressure machine and all the results I've had from the hospital and doctors around or near that situation that is showing on here. But I think it's alright. I think it's worth it. And if you've got issues about your heart or blood pressure or anything like that, my advice is to get it. And if you've definitely left your phone at home, make sure you download the app, and if you've got this on, it will detect it and you can read your messages. So if you have a missed call from your son, your daughter or anything like that, you can see it, and you know, it's nippy. I think you should go and check it out. If you're not happy with my video or the watch and it's not helping, my video's not helped, basically go and YouTube it and see what other people's put about it. But like I say, for £25 I thought it was all gobbledygooch. I didn't want to believe it. Sometimes I was like, yeah, but the numbers are not going to read properly, can't be correct and all the rest of it. But then I thought it's only £25, so if I lost out, it's only £25. But the best thing about it, and I only noticed it when it turned up this morning on the piece of paper, it gives you 3 years warranty. So if you're not happy with the device or anything like that, you can send it back and they refund you your money back. So check it out, Amazon. Check out this watch. It's about £25. You can get higher ones with higher prices, better ones with more money, but for £25 I'm not going to grumble. Like I said, my readings that are showing on here have been correct, and that's all I can say really. And all of it gets saved and logged on the app, and it also tracks on the app. It also has walking distance, running distance. So if you wanted to track yourself from walking distance and all that, it will track it. So if you're a runner and you want to run to one side of the town to another side of the town, or power walk or climb up mountains, this watch logs everything. Your steps, your blood pressure, your heart rate, time, date, you name it. And I've got to say, it's a nippy little watch. My advice to you is check it out, buy it. If you're not happy with it, send it back, or do what I do. If you're not bothered about £25 and you're like, you know what, boom, take the risk. You know, you can't judge something if you've not tried it. So I'm happy with it, and I think it's pretty nippy. Like I said, I have heard a few rumours on YouTube about the straps, that they are the pins inside what holds the straps. They do come apart and they're cheaply made, but I've not had that problem yet. But it does take after a week or 2 weeks for that to happen. But if you look after it, my granddad always said to me, and he was into clocks and watches, if you look after it and treat it right, it will look good and look after you, and it won't fall apart. Simple as. And that's that. I don't know what else to say. But the only thing I don't like about it is the screensaver keeps cutting out after so many seconds. But there might be a settings where you could adjust that and solve that problem. But I've not looked into that side of things. I thought I'd do this video to let you know everything I've done today shows and works out the same way what I've had from my doctors and my blood pressure machine. But my advice to you is, if you don't have none of that, blood pressure machines or anything like that, and you've only got this and you just bought it, always get a second opinion from your doctor on the results. Simple as. But other than that, if you're into gym or exercising or worried about your health, my advice to you is check this watch out. There it is, Amazon. Enjoy.